So for this lesson we are going to discuss about table. So what is table? Table is a block on which you can organize all of your content, especially the numeric content. So on table we are going to create how we can insert table, how we can input data, and how we can bring the Microsoft Excel table to our Microsoft PowerPoint. So for doing that, let's come to our ribbon over here. Under insert we will find new slide. So first let's create a new slide, and let me drag it under 4. All right, so now we are going to create our very first table. So under insert table you can see that we have this table option, and this is a great way to organize information within the document. So let's click over here, and you can see that we have blocks. So over here you can see here are a few blocks, and on these blocks if you drag them according to the row and column, you can see that the table have been created. So for example, if I take 3 column and 3 row, you can see that we already have a table similar to that. So let's go and take 5 column, 5 rows. All right, let's click over here, and you can see that we have able to create our very first table. So as you can see on the table, we have some dots over here. You can adjust its size, its height, and its width. Also, if you click on the top, you can just place it anywhere on this presentation tab. For example, let's keep it at top. So now if you click on this table, you can insert your data. For example, let's write date, name, and you can input your data. For example, let's write 12 May, and the name Martin, and so on. So once you are done with this table, you want to increase or you want to add more table, what you can do, you can just use your tab button and it will start increasing its table. This is that simple. Also, you have, when you create a table, you have a new ribbon which is known as table design. On table design you can see that you have table style option. So on the table style option, if I uncheck it, you can see that the heading row color have been gone. You can select that to have a different shade of color. Then you can use it for total row. That means the end row will always have a similar color. You can use first column, you can use last column, banded column. So according to your need for your table, you can use them. Then we have this table style. Under table style you can change its color according to your need or your branding. So if you click over here, you can see there are light design, medium design, dark design. You can select any one of them from the pre-designed table style. Also you can use the shading. So over here, if you just select a table, you can select all of the table and use shading. Even you can use single shading for a table block. So for example, I want to highlight it as red, I can do that. Then we have this border. So what this border does, we gonna learn it after a few moments. First let's finish this part of effect. So under effect we can create a shadow below the table, so it looks not seamless, but it looks kind of a 3D design. Then we have this word style. You can change the word style from here. For example, let's select it and let's change the word style, and you can play around with all of this and create your own table and table design. Now let's come back to this insert option and go to this table. Under table we have this option insert table, where you can predefine how many columns you want, how many rows you want. For example, I want 6 columns and 2 rows, and you can see that now we have 6 column and 2 rows, right? And you can do that easily. Then let's go back to insert table, under which you can even draw your table. For example, I want to draw 2 tables right now, and you can see that over here I have an icon of pencil, and if I just drag it over here, we have created a table. Let's create 2 table. Great. And now we can change its style, we can change its shading as well. So you can use this table style for multiple purpose. You can be creative to use this table. Then we have the last option, which is Excel spreadsheet. So let's click on this Excel spreadsheet, and our Excel spreadsheet pop-up will appear. You can just drag it to make it a little bit larger, and let's move this to a side. Let's adjust this table first. Alright, now we have a full-fledged Excel sheet. On this sheet, you can bring all of your Excel data. You can bring all of your Excel data to your Microsoft PowerPoint. So over here, what this will does is, for example, let's just drag it over here, and if we give a sum, for example 2 and 3 multiplies, so let's select is equal to 2 multiply by 3, and it will do the sum. And if you do this way, you will have a multifunctional Excel sheet over here. So now if I do similar, 2 and 3 is equal to plus or multiply 3, this table won't work because Excel sheet have that kind of formula. So Excel sheet might use so Excel sheet will help you to do some critical multiplication, or so this Excel spreadsheet will help you to do data analytics and all kind of budgeting, and everything could be done easily through this Excel. So I hope you have understood how to use this table on your Microsoft PowerPoint.